just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Goff. That's out wide here for Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Goff. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the 2 of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw, Winston. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the
damn,
but it winds up incomplete.
They're trying to do me like that.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off play action. Here's Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. So we've reached halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a nice return.
Damn, swung his ass.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here's Winston.
God damn.
There, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing, Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Winston.
Oh my God.
Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Catch it and fall.
At this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right?
God damn.
Use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Back to Robinson now on first.
Bro, what?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Oh my God.
Bijan Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's an 82-yard kick return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Woo.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits.
Bro, what are you doing?
Offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Goff. A short one there to Freiermuth. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Goff. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. To the air again, Goff. A short one there to Freiermuth. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The tight end in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this goal.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Off the play fake, Winston. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete.
Hey, boys playing DB. Appreciate you.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Winston now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Gets through and now an opening. And they move this.
Boy. Hey, that boy. Hey, that boy right there, boy. I tell you, boy.
Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Hey, that boy there. We love it. He a first. Hey, he's your favorite first round pick. God damn.
3 touchdowns. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. This one hauled in and again.
Boy, get there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Robinson on a give right side.
Fight.
Lights up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Goff. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Getting down right around the 16. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Winston, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Gone. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Goff. Open man is Duvernay.
Where's the $5,000 ring? You know what?
Her calling him insecure for having suspicions and going through her phone is crazy. Talking about privacy. If I can go inside of your body, I can go inside of your phone. People be playing stupid games, and then when a crime of passion happens, everybody act like they don't understand why it could ever happen. I am a firm believer that if you get caught cheating, you leave the marriage with nothing.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know what they do for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's what we want to find in this type of a situation.
What a alley-oop. I got a whole jar of chicken
inside the
butter
30.
all over me right now. Are you thinking what I'm
He's been a busy man
She goes,
here in this one, and they're showing off some nice
my
footwork to
card.
stand downs.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I'm trying to be honest. I need y'all to be honest with me. What y'all say y'all are paying item enhancement division? I know Michael B. Jordan. But y'all say he looking handsome. How close am I to him?
With some points.
You're not super close.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cool.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
And say something like, I'm your wife, I'm not your maid. And can you imagine if a husband said to a wife, am I your bodyguard or am I your husband? Am I your Uber or am I your husband? Am I your wallet or am I your husband? Am I your delivery guy or am I your husband? Am I your handyman or am I your husband?
Terry McLaurin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Pinero's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bodies, friendships, you name it. Only to get that in return. Am I your maid or am I your wife? Why does no one talk about this? Why doesn't one acknowledge
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
We look at other videos, okay? They're usually the opposite. But this right here,
they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag
It's
down.
because the masculine role is necessary for survival, but with modern feminism, the feminine role is always up for interpretation. You can speak to the most green-haired, man-hating feminists on the planet, and they'll always be able to tell you what a man is supposed to do to be a good husband. But if you ask them what a woman's role is to be considered a good wife, they'll just say that that's all a part of the patriarchy and you're a misogynist. Even the most raging feminists on the planet wants a man to pay for the date. But if you expect reciprocation via domestic labor, you're a misogynist.
First and 10 at the 11.
Strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for
Out of the gun, Winston.
I don't even hit with something.
Game is game.
Our generation might be cooked. So we just got the financial data from Coachella, and a staggering 60% of tickets this year were bought on finance. And it gets worse, because low-key, it's not even just a $600 festival ticket. We're kind of financing everything right now. See, a few years ago, it was largely the big-ticket items that cost thousands, like a TV, car, or computer. But in 2025, some of the companies that now offer buy now, pay later include DoorDash, Uber Eats, Shein, Target, and this one's crazy. Even Chili's. So how are we getting into debt over our dinner? But it might not all be our fault. See, usually when there's a cost of living crisis, people have to tighten up on unnecessary spending because you're kind of forced to choose between rent and a festival. But the Coachellas and the Ubers of the world, you know, they put their heads together and they said, how do we still make money? So they said, okay, you can't afford $50 on dinner tonight. So how about we do just $5 over 10 weeks? And it has worked. Well, by 2023, more than half of Gen Z in the U.S. used BNPL services. In 2024, the U.S. spent more with BNPL than the top 4 countries around the world combined. And by 2027, it's projected $450 billion will be spent this way globally. But debt is debt. And now only 26% of Gen Z believe that they'll own a home by age 35. So the question is buy now, pay later just a trick to get us to spend money we don't have? Or a genuinely convenient tool that allows us to survive through a cost of living crisis?
Like almost everything else in the country, is just a way to monetize people's impulsive behavior. I don't know anything more American than DoorDash having buy now, pay later. Niggas about to be going $5,000 into debt for a burrito bowl. If you're in America, you probably don't have an earning problem. You probably have a buying problem.
I just seen a post from a dude who said that he wishes he was an attractive male so girls will go after him. Let me explain something. I wish every dude could experience having a rotation one time so they could finally understand that it is a waste of time, bro. A lot of y'all really y'all want money, y'all want cars, y'all want fame, y'all want everything, and it's really just so you can get some of the us. You could sleep with 1,000 women and have the worst credit score on planet Earth. Still can't afford yourself a house. Not saying that it's not valid to want to be wanted, but some of y'all are making being wanted by a large portion of society into a genuine goal. This one down to Robinson. Outside of career options, and genuinely getting some money. The truth is, all of us start off 2K as a 60 overall. As time goes along, you get the chance to develop your game. Get yourself some badges. You gotta get in the park. You gotta hoop. But wishing to automatically be attractive is like wishing to be that 99 overall that some young boy just bought. Ain't nobody trying to watch you stream. We like and we want to watch pick up your head.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough.
Yeah, I got one woman and that's enough. I couldn't imagine the amount of time and money you waste trying to entertain multiple women.
So I thought when men said that they liked sundresses, they meant like this. Like, you know, Laura, Disney princess, you know, take me to the picnic and let's feed each other chocolate-covered strawberries. Tell me why one day when I had more of this, like Laura, Disney princess, you know, take me to the picnic and let's feed each other chocolate-covered strawberries kind of sundress. Tell me why one day when I had more of sundress, I had taken a photo because, you know, I had been on a date, and I showed my coworkers and I was like, look, I wore a sundress for them, because you know what men say about sundresses. And one of my male coworkers were like, yeah, no, that's not what we mean when we say we like sundresses. We mean like the skin, tight, body kind, nasty dress. So like here I am thinking that men, you know, want to see us,
defense are just going to
you know,
sit back,
pretty
blanket the
and
field as best they
wearing
can.
dresses, they got to spin around, and you know, they want to see us like Disney princesses. Like no, they want that tight, body con dress, so they can lust after your figure. Dreams crushed.
My biggest flex as a father is this, man. I come out here and water my grass, and my wife and kids. Sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball.
Ain't nothing better than hitting the age when you start to value peace. It might not be that same bubbly happiness you get when you were a kid, but it's super fulfilling.
Excuse me, make room. See, it's simple like this. I mean, we got two ladies walking through here, and it's simple as just stepping to the side. They part of the community too, homie, and that's what I like to see, homie.
This is Con. Get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still not big. Pinheiro on the extra point. Cut the line back to 21.
Hey, you know what I mean? The motherfucker ain't even bilingual, homie, but it just takes a little effort, though.
Hell nah. Cops right there. Damn.
Let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Oh, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
At 22 years old, you're young, you don't know what you want to do, you need to work a lot. The main thing you need to do is work your ass off. I need you working 12 to 16-hour days. I need you coming home to shower, sleep, and shit. That's it. Shower, sleep, and shit. I need you dealing with women 5 to 7% of your week, period. And I need you to be doing that for the next 10 years. And then after that, you can decide what you want to do when you grow up. No offense, but you got to try a lot of things. I talk about doing a lot of stuff because I tried a lot of stuff in my 20s. And I didn't stop. You got to get around a lot of like-minded men that are going to push you. You don't need content friends. You need people who are going to law school, medical school, who are starting businesses, who are talking about investments. You need people who you're going to go to their house and be like, shit, those are the kind of people you need to be around. And then another part, the money you would spend in business management or whatever, that's where the coaching comes from. But here's the thing, it all starts with money. You got to get your earnings up.
Bro, what?
The first part is start increasing your overall skills to become more valuable in the marketplace.
It's crazy because for decades now, everybody's been telling people in their 20s that you're young, you should just have fun, don't worry about anything. And that's literally the worst thing you can tell a 20-year-old. Your 30s come so fast, and if you spend all your time in your 20s just having fun and being irresponsible with your money, you won't feel it. The worst part about being productive in your 20s is you don't see the gap. But if you keep working hard and being responsible with your money, by the time you hit your late 20s, you're going to see the difference. Be energetic, be present, and be aggressively looking for opportunities in your 20s. Your greatest asset is your potential, because by the time you hit your 30s, ain't nobody investing in your potential anymore. They expect you to be productive already. Don't make any of the big mistakes. Don't go into crazy debt buying something stupid like a car you can't afford, or credit card debt, or buy now, pay later. Don't get nobody pregnant unless you're married to the woman. And don't do nothing that's going to land you in jail or with some type of record. If you avoid those things and you're energetic, you're present, you're aggressively looking for opportunities, and you're responsible with your money, by the time you hit your 30s, you're going to be far better off than everybody else. And your 20s is all about eating shit, putting your head down, and getting to work. If you do these things, trust me, you have plenty of time to have fun. You will not peak in your 20s. Life will get better in your 30s, especially if you stay fit and stay healthy.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What? Bro, you're lying to me. Oh my God, bro, you're lying.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Darnell Mooney, 99 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. How'd this nigga get a speed boost? Oh my God, man. He's fucking beat.
It's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. Winston here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly.
Bro, of course he comes down with it.
All the way to the 30. Well, this